It started again. Just got water going in a little bucket here. Water's coming from up there. So, yeah, I don't know what to do. There it is. It's flooding again. That's flood number 7, flood number 6. They refuse to do anything about it. I did contact the landlord and negotiate us be able to move into a new apartment. Finally, I guess somebody out there who has seen this video made a phone call because now my landlord's willing to move us into a new apartment. But again, here's another flood. Um, it's destroying their apartment. It's not destroying my things. I've figured out where the water comes from, and I just don't keep any of my things in the same spot. So I don't know. Here I am 24 hours later, and nobody's come out. Nobody's said anything. We've talked to the owners. Uh, they're going to be working on moving us into a different apartment, which is a great thing. The place that I live is really nice. It's unfortunate that the people upstairs just leave their water on and pour it down. And it's not the landlord's fault that the water damage is happening, but the responsibility lies where it lies. And nobody wants to become responsible. Uh, so we're calling maintenance, putting in another maintenance request, and all that other stuff. In the meantime, things are getting contaminated. What is dripping is toxic, according to the tests done. So we're going through it again. That's my proof that it just happened right there. My camera. What my camera does is it gets my natural reaction. It's always recording. I always record myself. I'm on camera all the time so that people can't say that, well, you did this secretively. I can actually literally tell you and show you what I've done within the past 48 hours. uh, right there. But this happened yesterday, and this is a different video because it's happening today. Um, I've been advised by my doctor windows open so that the toxins can't build up, and that's causing problems with the AC unit. At least that's what I'm believing what's going on. I'm trying to give an honest opinion here. I don't think this is water coming from above us. Right, but either way, yeah, exactly. We're in this exact same position we were yesterday, and it's so I I need a caseworker. I need a disability caseworker. Please, a caseworker. Somebody in charge of me to make sure I'm not abused. Please, I need a caseworker. I don't want money. Money will not solve this problem. A caseworker can solve this problem. I my insurance is Summit Community Care. It's a called a passe, and they're telling me they don't know what what a case manager is. Quote unquote. I don't even know what you're talking about, Trent. What is it? What's a caseworker? I'm on my living edge here, but this is just to record that I got through another flood, and it's online now. So if anybody has any ideas, please contact me. Not the mama 83 at yahoo.com. NOTTHEMAMA the number 8, the number 3 at yahoo.com. Please. I, I I have nobody fighting for me, and if I try to fight for myself, they'll just put me in an institution. Please help. Somebody out there care. I I don't want money. I just want to live in a. Well, I wish I was happy. I'm not gay. I'm pretty sad. I don't understand that. Um, but like I said, I am a disabled American who needs a nurse to wash his own ass because of what's going on. Yes, I do have a lot of feminine energy. I was raised by ladies, so I have those kinds of tendencies. Uh, Thanks for noticing. Not many people, well, they probably notice, they just don't say anything. I like the honesty. That's cool. Um, I'm never saying that I'm right. I'm never saying that I know the law. I'm never saying any. I'm just being honest. This is, yeah. Hey, Mike. Thanks for popping by. I'm a boy, but I can't show you right here. We're gonna have to go somewhere else.
I notified them, and she pulled up the maintenance request and bumped it up higher on the list.
Oh, so now it's higher on the
Yeah.
list. Okay. So we'll be seen sometime next week. And that's live. That just happened. Here's my update. Um, God bless you all, and I hope this never happens to anybody. Anybody. Nobody deserves to be treated like this. Nobody deserves to be treated like this. I'm gonna stop bending your ear. If you want to contact me, please contact me. I'm not looking for funds. I'm looking for a case manager, an individual who's in charge of my mental health and make sure that I get the proper care that I deserve. That's all I want. That's all I want. Well, I spent all the money that I did have to move into a new house, proving that this house was sick, and then proving that this sick house was putting me in the hospital. I nearly died 3 times in my lifetime since I've lived in this apartment. And now that the tests are done, it's come to confirm that the things that I was suffering from, the reason why I was going to the hospital was because I was receiving neurotoxin uh, from the unkept apartment. They got to pull all the rock down. They got to do the whole ceiling. They got to pull the vents. They have to redo the HVAC. And I had to go out and buy my own fire detector that detects carbon dioxide because apparently we now have carbon dioxide problems. No, I'm not in a better place. I'm just dealing with another flood. This is not yesterday's, this is today's. The flood's coming down from right there. Where's my finger? There it is. It's right there, pouring down into the bucket. I finally talked to my landlord. They agreed to move me without costing me anything, which is like the big improvement because before they wanted us to redo a lease, the first, the last, the security and stuff like that. That was the first flood. The child had stuffed up the toilet bowl and flushed it. It overflowed, and my significant other person had to run upstairs and tell them, your child is flooding our apartment. Because she goes to sleep and lets the child roam around. There's been more than 4 floods. I've had insurance claims, and my insurance claims all paid out without a problem. So my property is taken care of. I know where the leaks come from. So I don't keep any of my property in those areas. Uh, According to an independent inspector, this is an unsafe environment to live in. And if you look in my videos, it even shows you the scientific proof of what's in my body, the scientific proof that was in the ceilings and walls and air, and a copy of my lease that has a mold clause in it, and it's just not being respected. No, no respect whatsoever. I called yesterday and I demanded to speak to an owner or a proprietor. I told her, I'm going to ask you again, move us to a clean apartment. No cost to us. We don't want to have to pay a new security deposit. We don't want to have to pay first and last. We shouldn't have to. We're being forced out of this apartment due to the conditions that they're allowing because they're in charge. They're supposed to be suing the people above me for the damages done below, but they'd rather sue me and want me to sign a "I will not sue you" disclosure. Um, it's a regular thing. This flooding is just a regular thing. They didn't come out yet, not from yesterday and not from today. Uh, I just wish, just when you agree to something and you realize you screwed yourself, be a person and keep your word. That's if I was to go to court and get an escrow account and stating that they're refusing to remake the repairs, this portion of the property is on private property. So there's certain laws that I have to go by. I yes, yesterday, they told me it will be no cost to me to move into a clean apartment, but they need a clean apartment first. So we're in the process of waiting for the new apartment. But after my live yesterday, the landlord and I got in contact with each other, and she agreed because I guess somebody out there watched the video and said something to them. I don't want money. My bills are paid. We might be tight and we can't take vacations and going out to eat's out of question, but we're still living our beautiful life. We just had the money saved up to purchase a HUD home, and now we don't. And that's my fault. I spent it on the scientific research to prove and find out why I was getting sick, why I was dying, why I needed a wheelchair. It's amazing what I've gone through. And it's all on film. Every aspect, from the flood to when they come into repair, when they find the mold, their attempt to bleach it, me telling them to get out, having Jonesboro inspection come in, identifying its black mold, that I did what the law says. I'm in charge of your life if you're in my house. If you get harmed in my house, you can sue me.
I'm gonna try turning the AC back on.
Yeah, turn it back on, please. It's getting hot. I forgot what I was saying, which is another side effect of the neurotoxins. I've completely forgot what I was saying. I spent all our move out money to get out of the lease to prove that the house was sick. I, 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 I I'm mentally disabled. I really shouldn't be making these decisions. I should have a caseworker who should make these decisions. Yeah. This is their answer to the fixing of the black mold. That's that whole patch all the way to the wall. Like all the way to the wall and all up here. This is all black mold up here. All they did was knock down what was not attached and plastered everything back up. Here's another one. It expands from my air conditioner unit to my kitchen. And then from my kitchen, I have orientation. I have the water damage that's there, as you can see. And it runs all along the cabinetry and leaks all the way down there. And then we have, this light can never have a bulb or a bowl on it because it'll fill with water. I had water coming out of my electric box. As you can see, they had the
Not to mention all the lights that we've gone through because
light bulb. Oh, but that, yeah, what am I supposed to? Oh, I'm gonna sue you for a light bulb. Yeah. Crazy. On the opposite side of that, that's where my my breaker box is, right in this area here. My head is in the way. See what they did? All they did was plaster it. That's all they did was plaster it. I had the fire marshal come out, and he said if I didn't knock all that water, I don't keep a diary. I can't write very well. As a matter of fact, if I ever say anything, it's usually in text-to-speech. But this is the real stuff that I'm going through. Here's my home. Here's my house. There's the damage. We also have damage out in the living room. Oh, orientation again. Out in the living room. Where is it? Where is it over there? Orientation.
Damage to TV and computer.
This is how my computer and TV got damaged. About here. Going right across.
You can see the nails where it was dripping over.
There you go. There we go. And you see the plaster job that they did right there? That's all they did. They put plaster on it. So I have water coming out of my electric box. I have water coming out of the other side of the wall of the electric box. But because I was a safe person and got rid of the water as soon as possible, the fire marshal, Jason Wilkes, said that he cannot close down or pull the plug. If there was water still there, he would have pulled the plug on the whole building, and everybody would have had to been replaced and put into a new place. I'm not here to try to destroy other people's lives. I only want to fix my own. Appreciate it. Hi, Deanna. It's another flood, hon. It's. I'm not asking for money. I'm not auditing anybody. I'm not. I am Trent Gattazaro, and I'm living in a position that's making me sick. I've lost a tooth. I've ended up in a wheelchair that's over in the closet. I've lost the use of my legs for a month or so. And we finally figured out what was making me sick. It was the apartment. Then I had to spend an extra $600, which was paid for by a friend in New York, to tie it all into my medical stuff. I mean, it's proof that there's something going on with the house, but we have to tie it into my health. We did all that, and all that does is qualify us to get out of the lease. Well, at least within the next month or so, my landlord will be moving me to a clean apartment. I'm just going to have to hold my breath until then. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to contact me, contact me. I'm not afraid to be online. You can have my name. You can have my address if you want. My lease is online. There was a really neat page that critiques auditors. Lucid Dream. She's a sweetheart. She was nice enough to go over my video. Although I was portrayed in a negative form, I still accept it because I thought it was pretty funny. The pictures she'd use and stuff. I thought that was fantastic. But I got a giggle out of it. Yeah, she assumes that this, that, and the other, and she put together a really nice, entertaining, made me laugh. I didn't know I looked so damn goofy. I'm afraid to look in the mirror to look back at me. But right now, I'm a disabled American who's being refused a social worker or a case manager. That's my problem. Because if I had a case manager, that person would be in charge of keeping me safe. And that's all I want. Don't send me money. Don't. I mean, well, yeah, it affects my sexuality, it affects my memory, it affects my healing capacity. I used to get a cut, like something like that, and it'd be gone in a day or so. But because of the toxins that are in the air, I have to use a special in order to heal. Because my body will not heal without a steroid because of the toxicity. There it is, sorry. That was also a cream that they attempted with me. But we got the answers. I had to spend $2,000 to get the answers. My HVAC system is infested with white mold that consists within a spore that creates a toxicity or a neurotoxin that affects the brain and all the things attached to it. It can cause fights when fights never have ever happened. There's no law against mold. No law against mold. There is a law about living in a safe environment. That's where I'm going. You can't fight the mold. It doesn't exist. Arkansas does not have mold laws. They do have responsibility to life laws, and that is how I have to handle this. I don't know how long it's going to take to get into the new apartment, but at least my landlord is willing to move me. Now, after being live and showing online, now they've made that decision. I still need a caseworker. I live in Arkansas, Jonesboro, Arkansas. My name is Trent Gattazzaro. I need a social worker. I want to be able to go to my doctors. I need my doctors. I need to find doctors. I'm a disabled American and I'm not receiving the proper health care that I'm supposed to receive because of my insurance company, Summit Community Care. They call themselves a passe. Fancy way of saying we're just going to pass over you and not give a damn. Again, I'm not looking for money. Money will not solve this problem. People doing their job will solve this problem. The Social Security Administration. They say to go to the health department. They tell me to go to CRDC, Crowley's Ridge HUD Development. They tell me to go here. They tell me to go to the courthouse. They tell me to go over here. And then they tell me to go over here. It's not hard. It's a federal law. I'm supposed to have a caseworker. I'm supposed to have somebody in charge of me so I don't make the wrong decisions. And I'm making sure I'm taking my medication and being healthily taken care of. So I don't know what to do. I can only rely on the people like you. The Gladios Apartments, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Feel free to contact them and voice your opinion, but only under the circumstances that your opinion is civil. Do not curse my landlord. Do not threaten my landlord. Do not contact my landlord and be unprofessional. They're civil rights. Civil. In other words, you have to act civil. People don't quite understand that. You can feel however you want. You have the responsibility on how you're going to react. That's something I've had to learn. And every time I get a flood, I'm just going to put it on the internet. And hopefully one of you guys would help me out. It's all on my webpage. All my videos, they're all there. As a matter of fact, after I threw their workers out, within 20 minutes I had the inspectors in the house. That's in one video, because it was so close to each other. I didn't have to take the video down. I put up when I was beaten by police and stuff like that, to try to grab the attention of individuals in hopes that they would review these videos about my health. Sorry to have semi-baited you. I mean, what happened to me happened to me. That's pretty much it. If I have another flood, I'm going to go online again. You take care. I really appreciate you all. And I really appreciate a troll. Somebody out there try to prove me wrong, please. Somebody out there pick on me. It's all I'm saying is my truth. I'm being honest. I could be wrong, but I'm being honest in what I was told and just simply relaying it to you. That doesn't mean it's real, doesn't mean it's true. Don't take it as gospel. All we can be is honest. Thank you.